Hello YouTube. For your reviewing pleasure tonight, I have an AMT release of the Fruehauf 40-foot Reefer. This one is a Coors edition. There was two other editions that were made of this trailer, one for Miller High Life and the other for Budweiser's beer as well. They did also make a rig, which you can see is actually attached to the trailer there. I do have that rig, and we'll put a link in the description below for a video that I have done for a review of that kit as well. So let's get started and take a look at this reefer. So looking around the box, you can see here that it has opening doors. It has operating select a point sliding suspension, which is really neat. Has the 5-spoke spider wheels. You can put it into two positions for the landing gear to either be up and ready for transport or lowered to sit off by itself. You also then have the detailed rear suspension. This is a very long box, so I apologize for it being out of the normal light. Kit number is 5203 on this, and the other top side and this end is identical, so won't be flipping the box all over. So taking a look inside, we have first off our instruction sheet here, which is going to be pretty basic. So we start off here with our wheel assembly for the 8 wheels of this trailer. So just putting the two parts together like that. Suspension assembly. And then part 3, which is also with the suspension. Opening up here to part 4 is final assemblies. So we're putting the sides on, we're putting the 5th wheel hitch attachment on, or kingpin on, as well as the refrigerant fuel tank for the generator, or for the refrigerating unit, I should say. Putting the rear doors on, sides on, and then the actual refrigerator unit for the front. Putting some additional detail in to show how this would go for that select a pin. And then, last but not least, your decal placement. So, I do have to admit, the decals in this are completely gone and shot at this point. So I will be purchasing, I found on eBay a seller that actually has these decals, so I will actually be purchasing those to replace mine. Have a small little advert here for posters that, if you wanted, you could have purchased back in the day. So send your money to this address, and or with this entry form, and get about a 2x3 foot poster of a semi-rig. Taking a look here, we'll go ahead and open up this bag or pull the parts out of this bag as it is already open. As you can see, quite a few parts have kind of fallen off the tree, but luckily they are all the larger parts. So, I have the rear door, which has a nice molded on latch for it. A little bit of flash here around the part that attaches it to the side plate. Your part down here for your kingpin, the other door as well. Your actual refrigerator unit, which gets bolted to the front of the trailer. The inner doors, so your doors will get sandwiched like that. So nice easy detail. Now, I do have an issue with my kit at least, where if I use a straight edge, you can see nowhere near straight, and in fact, the door that fell off, you can see, is extremely warped. So it might be something that if you get a kit, it might not have this issue. Mine does. Same with these frame rails. They are also bananaed a little bit as well. The last item on this is the fuel tank for the refrigerator unit. few other parts for the refrigerator unit as well. So Have our chrome tree, which one of these parts did fall off. I've placed it into a bag with the rear tail lights. Have a couple of spots here for the rear tail lights, for your rear bumper, and the wheels. I apologize. As you can see, this bag is full of a lot of fiddly parts that I really don't feel like losing, and so I'm going to go ahead and keep it sealed. We can see, though, this is the inner wheel. You can see pretty plain detail for the drum braking system. Same with this one, but if you flip it over, it does actually have that nice 5-spoke. I can get it to come into focus. There we go. That nice 5-spoke detail for that spider. So it is really a nice set of wheels for this truck. So yeah, taking a look here, we have our front plate, which has a nice ribbed outer skin to it, which is what these reefer trailers always did. A couple of electrical connection points or air connection points there. Have our top piece, which is nicely detailed, but as you can see, kind of full of ejector pins, so those will need to get taken care of. You then have the two side plates. They are identical, so I'll just show you this one and then put the other one to the side. It does have the mold lines on the inside of the trailer here, so it gives that nice, riveted look from the sheet rivets when they make the trailers, or you can have it with the ribbing on the outside like this, which is how it is supposed to be. And like I said, it's really nice detail. Has the rivet lines all the way down that way as well. So kind of a shame that there are a few ejector pins here or there, but it's not as many, so not too bad. Your floor plate here is ejector pin city. About every other line, every other one here has ejector pins. So just be prepared if you get this kit or a lot of the other AMT trailers. They have a lot of ejector pins. On the reverse side, they have a lot of nice wood grain detail. And even though this is almost like a little bit of sink marks from that, it actually, to me, makes it look more realistic because of the fact that the wood would have kind of gotten pulled down as it was bolted in. So, take it for what it's worth. May like it, may not. So, lay the other side off to the side. Have a little bit of rubber for the airlines. The tires on this one are a really nice semi-soft rubber. Really nice deep tread pattern to the tires, to all 8 of them. You have in here your tail lights, and then a whole bunch of these little teeny tiny marker lights. Some of them may have gone missing out of my kit, so I might have to redo that, and then 2 metal axles. So, as I had mentioned before, and I'll show you here, this is the decal sheet that came with the kit. So you have basic information, so your main advertisement for Coors, obviously, trailer numbers, stuff like that. So not a whole exceptional amount of detail, but just enough that would have actually been on the trailer in real life. So I hope you have enjoyed this look at the AMT 40-foot reefer. Like I said, there was a rig that went with this that I will be reviewing and putting a link down in the description below. Have a wonderful rest of your day.